Recording.
Hey, welcome. How are these amazing meditations going? Amazing only because you're giving to you. Giving to ourselves as humans, as most of us know, is the hardest thing in the world, especially if you're a parent, right? And giving to ourselves feels almost foreign. So when somebody commits to meditating, even for 5 minutes or even 20 seconds a day, that in itself is magical, totally magical. So, first off, congratulations, you're here. Give yourself a pat on the back again. Today, we're going to be talking a bit about intuition and silence. Most of us have heard of the book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. Most of us have heard of the song Sound of Silence by Simon and Garfunkel. There's a connection here. In the now is the only place where reality with a capital R lives. In the now is where you'll find grace and truth and your spirit actually speaking to you. The ego, remember we did the two vertical lines a couple of days ago? The ego wants nothing to do with that. So I can share with you on a personal level. I always joke with people, if you get into medical school when you're 19, you have to have a very busy mind. My mind was and can be incredibly busy. It can think 24/7. I can go down a rabbit hole instantly about anything. But I always say to people, if I can do this work, anyone can. Because the key with connecting to your intuition is about being in the now, being in the simplicity of the ease, and ideally having a place where there are no or less thoughts. There is a place within you that craves quiet and craves silence. And given that this meditation is going to occur on a weekend, you'll have the opportunity to hopefully find a bit more silence. So go and close your eyes. And with your eyes closed, settle into your body and allow the lowest part of your hips or buttocks to touch your support. Allow your spine to be completely vertical, neck and head aligned, on top of your mid spine, lower spine. See if you can soften your shoulders down towards the ground. And see if you can sense, just in that physical maneuver, a little bit of a heart opening, a little bit of a quiet, a little bit of a presence. Our true essence is love. And to find that place of love and essence is outside of thought. So your deep, slow breath in and out. Allow your belly to rise and fall. And just see what happens as you step into silence. See what happens as you step into breath. And this month is all about being the observer. What are you noticing? Maybe you are still in that place of silence. Or maybe some fidgeting is occurring. Physical fidgeting, mental fidgeting. Let's not make any of it wrong. Let's observe it. And go back into the exhale, letting your belly hang out. You may wish to put one hand on your heart and the other hand on top of it. A thing that helps us be in the moment is our senses. Can you feel your hands touching each other? Can you feel or hear your heartbeat? Can you feel or hear your lungs inflating and deflating? And let's see if we can just be here with the senses of our heart beating, our palms touching our body, our shoulders softening, and our hips and thighs sinking into the chair. Breathe. Notice again, is there fidgeting occurring? No judgment, just awareness. Maybe it's fidgeting in the physical body or the mental body. We all have such an addiction to thinking and talking. See if you can just observe that and come back to your heart beating and your lungs breathing. Our senses are a beautiful way to bring us into the now. So now let's use the beautiful sense of hearing. There's no music in the background of this meditation. But let's pay attention to the room we're in. Maybe there's a slight hum from the heating, cooling vents of where you're sitting. Maybe there's a clock ticking in the background. See if you can really listen to that hum in the background. And to put all of your focus there. And return to your breathing. Slow that breathing down. How is being in the silence being? Again, just notice. Maybe the silence is getting very addictive and you're enjoying every second of it. Every time you hear my voice, you cringe. Or maybe the silence is being shrouded by the ego voice thinking and planning. Neither is right or wrong. Let's just observe it and come back into the breathing. Slow breath in, long breath out. Long breath in, slow breath out. Keep breathing. See what it's like now to listen to the silence. Stay in the breathing. Now we've worked with sound. We've worked with touch. And maybe through your day, you can work with smell. Maybe walk into a florist and smell the flowers. Pick up some essential oils and smell them. When we allow our body to get mesmerized by a smell, our mind actually slows down. And you'll notice a quieting of the thoughts and a heightened sense of peace. The other sense of taste can also be used in exactly the same way. When you eat your next meal, is there a willingness to slow down and taste every little morsel of the meal and let it run into your mouth and churn in your cheeks and touch your lips with grace? And the last sense is sight. And maybe today you could take yourself to a place in nature and just stare at something really beautiful. The picture above my head is actually my son's painting from when he was 6 years old from a party, birthday party. And I have it sitting so that I face it when I work with clients. And there's a reason. The sight of something really beautiful for me keeps me in the now, silences the mind, and gives me presence and awareness to connection. Given that this meditation was on a weekend, I really encourage you today, your homework today. What would silence feel like? Maybe turn on Simon and Garfunkel's song. Silence often feels like peace and connection and love. And I'd love you to notice your addiction to thinking and just observe it. Hope you have the best day. Sending you lots of love. Ciao.